if you do political content in any way, shape, or form, or even if you just consume political content and you don't actually create, but you follow politics, you will eventually at some point in time hear the term Trump derangement syndrome come out of a Trumper's mouth, right? Oh, you have Trump derangement. All you think about is Trump. All you talk about is Trump. You have Trump derangement syndrome, right? That's you will hear that. True Trump derangement syndrome is these people that make their entire fucking lives about Trump, right? They're everything about their existence, their username, their handle, their clothing, the way they celebrate holidays and weddings. It all has to involve Trump in some way, shape, or form. And nobody has more Trump derangement syndrome than Nick Adams. I'm gonna show you Nick. He's an Australian who has moved to the United States, and he is one of the dumbest members of the MAGA cult who I think has to be going over the top on purpose in order to generate the clicks and the likes. So imagine the older millennial on steroids, right? Imagine the older millennial with an ounce of success. That's what Nick Adams is. Nick Adams is, and let me just show you some of his posts. First things first, this is his Facebook page. Nick Adams, 2.1 million followers, following one person. Nick Adams is a best-selling author and commentator, as well as the founder of FLAG, Foundation for Liberty and American Greatness, the leading voice for patriotism and the American dream in K through 12 education, which in and of itself is A, incorrect, he's not the leading voice of shit, and B, scary as fuck that this guy's allowed around children. Anyway, here are some of his posts. Black Friday deals are incredible this year as a result of tariffs. Now, I've already done a video today talking about how Black Friday spending is considerably up. But even though we've spent considerably more money on Black Friday and the Black Friday weekend, the Thanksgiving weekend overall, we spent that increased money on fewer items, which means the deals are not incredible. We're spending billions more on fewer items. And he says it's incredible. This is the most honest, transparent, and ethical administration in American history. 5 years of winning, 0 scandals. Yeah, he posted that with a straight face. Of course, the bullshit about the cost of Thanksgiving dinner being down big because of Trump's tariff policies, when in reality, it's not. Groceries are up. It costs more to have Thanksgiving dinner if you did it the exact same way you did it last year. And some of that is because of Trump's tariffs. So why not just say the opposite is true, right? 5 years of the Trump presidency, and the biggest scandal the left can come up with is the red scarf, except it's not a scandal. We don't think it's a scandal in the least bit. We just think it's funny that he wants to look like the people he doesn't like Obama and Mamdani. And of the 5 years that Donald Trump has been president, we've had numerous scandals. You fucking imbecile. Donald Trump is the most fashionable president in American history, and it's not particularly close. The man could be a model if he wanted to. Donald Trump is the first and only president to hold Jeffrey Epstein accountable for his crimes. A little picture of Trump dressed as a cop. And the last example I'll show you is this one that just made me chuckle. President Trump invited Mamdani to the White House and showcased his incredible charm, wit, and political skill. The president went toe-to-toe with the modern-day Karl Marx and didn't blink. A masterclass in manipulation and winning. Trump collapsed like a wet taco. Said he would feel safe living in Mamdani's America. He came out of that meeting charmed by Mamdani to the point where he dressed like him. Hence the red scarf, you fucking dumbass. By the way, Nick Adams is also the person who refers to himself as an alpha male and talks about how women should know their place, and he has women crawling all over him, and refers to Trump as an alpha male as well. Listen, he's obviously all in on the MAGA train. I just can't tell if he actually believes the shit he posts or if it all is designed for the rage bait clicks. But what you just saw is just a small sample of his Facebook and Twitter feeds that are filled with shit just like that for years, going all the way back to the beginning of the first presidency, the first Trump presidency, I should say. It is stunning, to say the least. I forgot to show you one that I absolutely must show you. Watch this. Hunger is at an all-time low in Donald Trump's America. And he has an image of Trump with the fishes and the loaves, and I guess he's in the Middle East. So he's feeding Middle Easterners, but somehow America is at an all-time low. Hunger in America is at an all-time low, I guess. Seems to me that would be an image of him bringing some grub over to his friends who like to give his family billions of dollars. But okay, hunger's at an all-time low in Trump's America, according to Nick Adams.